If you're looking for a flexible way to earn a living, you may be wondering how to become a virtual assistant. We know that transitioning into a new career can be challenging, but we're here to help. We've developed an informative and easy to digest video to get you started. Keep watching to learn more. This video is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. If you're looking for a job, ZipRecruiter can help. ZipRecruiter makes it easy to apply for jobs with a single click. You can also upload your resume to their resume database so that your resume is searchable for thousands of recruiters and employers who use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is also free for job seekers. Click the link in the description below to get started with ZipRecruiter today. Let's first start with the basics. What is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant is someone who provides remote support to a company or individual entrepreneur. What does a virtual assistant do? Depending on your skill set and the client's needs, you could work in any area of the business and you could find yourself answering phone calls, drafting correspondence, writing blog articles, posting to social media, and more. You could get tasked with anything your client wants to outsource, so there's no limit to the types of responsibilities that you could have as a virtual assistant. What types of skills should virtual assistants have? While the specific abilities that you will need will vary by client and project, here are some of the really important skills that we think you should have as a virtual assistant. The first one is being tech savvy. Next, being a great communicator, being very organized, and finally, having a strong attention to detail. How much do virtual assistants make? You can make six figures as a virtual assistant, but the national average is about $67,000 per year or $32 an hour. What you will earn will depend on your location, your years of experience, the type of work you do, and your skills. Virtual assistants who offer extremely niche yet in demand services tend to earn the most. Now let's walk through the exact steps as to how you can become a virtual assistant. Let's get started. The first step is to understand your why. Ask yourself why you want to become a virtual assistant. Understanding your why can help you make decisions and stay motivated when you run into a roadblock. For example, if you want to be a virtual assistant to have more time to spend with family, you should probably decide not to overbook your calendar with client tasks. On the other hand, if your main goal is to make as much money as possible for an upcoming trip, you may decide to work long hours. The next step is to set up your workspace. Set yourself up for success by setting up a dedicated workspace. You don't have to have an entire office, but you should have a spot in your home reserved for working in and on your virtual assistant business. Be sure your workspace is welcoming, comfortable, organized, and fully stocked with all the tools and supplies you will need. Now it's time to identify your skills. Make a list of everything that you know how to do well. Then narrow down that list into the most in demand skills such as writing, graphic design, social media management, customer service, etc. Finally, choose your favorite two or three skills from your narrowed down list to focus on. Now you have a basis for a lucrative and enjoyable suite of services you can offer. Next, create and price your offer. Decide how to package your services. For example, do you want to offer support by the hour or a per project basis? How much will you charge? Answering these questions can be tricky when you're new, so it's helpful to chat with people who are experienced virtual assistants to get some insight. And remember, the services you offer and what you charge for them can and should change over time as you gain experience. Now it's time to advertise your services. Make sure it's clear that you're available to work. Create an online portfolio, launch a website, get active on social media, and tell everyone you meet that you're for hire. The next step is landing your first gig. Ask your friends and family if they know of anyone that could use your services. You may be surprised at who you already have in your circle. If that tactic doesn't produce results, start networking with potential clients and other virtual assistants. They may be able to share leads with you. You may also consider completing a small product in exchange for a testimonial that you can use on your website. The endorsement should entice other businesses to work with you. Now that you're all set to work as a virtual assistant, you may be looking for more virtual assistant jobs or gigs. One of our top recommendations is to use ZipRecruiter. Click the link in our description below to get started for free.